This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It is Sunday, August the 27th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I am thrilled to be with you here at the end of yet another weekend, or if you want to be more optimistic, at the start of another week. And today I'm going to talk about, and we are going to talk about, which of the new players for the Vancouver Canucks is going to have the biggest impact on the Canucks team this season. So let me do my intro first, and then we'll get right into it. And you may have noticed that I've been posting clips from these live streams as part of my regular channel content, given that there's not a lot of new news happening. So I like to take the 10 to 15 minutes that I talk at the start and actually clip that and use that as content. And so far, it's been working very well. So and thank you for noticing the lights. Yes, I did. I debuted the blue lights last week. Well, I can do really any color, but I went with Canucks colors. There is a flashing blue and red police car theme, but I think that would be too distracting, and then I would be expected to be led away in handcuffs. So thank you for noticing the green tonight. We'll see what colors I do later in the week. Shout out to my moderators in advance. Thank you for doing what you need to do in advance. Make sure this is a safe and positive place. Thanks to my legends, my Hall of Fame, and my franchise members. Thanks to all of you for your support. Next members live stream, members only, is this Wednesday night. I'll be talking about that at the end of the stream. So this Wednesday at 10:30, my monthly members live stream. So if you want to be a part of that exclusive live stream, make sure you're a member by that time, by Wednesday night. So again, legends, Hall of Fame franchise members, thanks for your support as always. Everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston, Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. The fact that you are here with me, I always appreciate you, and I never take you for granted. So here are the ways you can get active today, get interactive today. Subscribe so you get my videos every day, and so you can get active in the chat section. Like this video. There's more than there's already 40 of you in here, which is pretty good. Usually when I get to this part, there's only 30, but there's 40 of you in here. Let's get those likes to at least 20. You know, I like that 50% rule. You can leave a donation and get that donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership, which is the same as a $5 donation, and then to get someone franchise membership for a month. They get to come to that live stream on Wednesday night. Or you can obviously become a member yourself or upgrade your membership. If you're a member, you can use your membership message like Lucas just did. I'll get to that in a second. Thank you, Lucas. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review as well. So let's get going first. I can't highlight. Oh, no, I can. Good. I take that back. I can highlight member messages. So we start with legendary Lucas Gates, one of our longest serving, if not our longest serving member. And remember, these membership messages, you don't have to pay for them per se tonight, but you're paying for them by being a paid member, and you get to use one of these a month. So Lucas, the legend himself, says, Clay, thanks for being a friend as always. You're welcome, Lucas. Thanks for being my friend. Just giving you all an update on the inside. On the inside, I finally got my 5th anniversary pin from the Canucks earlier this week. Sweet. Thanks once again, not only to you, Clay, but to this chat. Like, sub, become a member, and more. Luke, everything Lucas says is true. You should like this video. You should sub. You can become a member. And Lucas, congratulations on your 5-year anniversary working for the team. That is awesome. Congratulations. And I'm sure the team is very blessed to have you on their side. So thank you, Lucas, for your membership and for using that membership message. Anything else I need to recognize before I get going? Because once I get going, because now I upload some of these clips as content for my channel, I'll probably go uninterrupted for the first 10 or 12 minutes, and then I'll go back and I'll acknowledge all of the donations, of the gifts, of the membership message for sure. But I like to do that first 10 to 15 minutes as uninterrupted as I can, because with the thought that I might upload them as content later in the week. But having said that, whatever we decide, whatever happens, we will go from there. Thank you. People noticing my haircut. Did that yesterday. It was getting a little bit shaggy. Last week, I was getting kicked out of public places. And for those of you that saw my injury update, I'm 2 weeks in now. I injured myself exactly 2 weeks ago yesterday. So it's a long road, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. And I'm trying to be as positive as I can. Yes, coming all the way from Dublin, Ireland with the green. Is it a little bit too strong? I think it's okay. As long as it doesn't... Oh, hold on a second. I realized I just didn't turn on one light. There, that should be better. As long as it doesn't, I guess, because the light's coming from behind me, it shouldn't affect the color of my face, obviously, because I have two ring lights going from the front. But before I get to things, let's get to some of your gifts and your memberships and your donations. So firstly, legendary Carol Bovenlander gifts a membership, and this one goes to Duffman 604. So let's give some love to Carol in the chat. Is basically the same as a $5 donation, and now Duffman is part of the CCC Crew as a franchise member, free for an entire month. So thank you, Carol, and welcome back, Duffman. Then we have Shannon. Shannon using her membership message to say, 28 months, Hall of Fame member, awesome. By the way, Lucas was 31 months, awesome. Love how you're taking time out of your day and with the cast on doing the videos and the live stream. I really love this channel and having you as a friend and being able to help me choose a game to come and see. Well, you're welcome for all that. I love having you as a friend as well, Shannon. And yes, no promises on that game. But as we talked about when I saw you in person, we will look to do something in the new year for sure. So thank you, Lucas, for the donation. Thank you, Kara, for the donation, which became a membership gift. And thank you, Shannon, for using... thank you, Lucas, for using your membership message. Thank you, Carol, for giving the donation of the gift of membership. And thank you, Shannon, for using your membership message as well. I will get to the topic at hand, and then we'll have a lot of time to answer your questions and get your feedback on it. So the question today is, which of the new Canucks players will have the biggest on-ice impact for the team this season? I'm not talking long-term, even though none of these, hardly any of these guys got contracts more than 1 year. Well, a couple of them do. But I'm talking about this season, a season where the Canucks so desperately want to make the playoffs. Which player is going to have the biggest impact? So we will start with defense. And the first one is Ian Cole. Now, Ian Cole was only signed to a 1-year contract. He is 34 years old, 6'1", 225-pound defenseman, last played with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Cole's been around St. Louis, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Colorado, Minnesota, Carolina, Tampa Bay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means the Canucks are his 8th team, but he's very valuable. He's not going to put up a lot of points, but he is going to put up a lot of penalty minutes. He's very tough to play against. He can play on the penalty kill. Let's do a penalty kill counter, because I'm going to say that for each of these next guys I'm going to talk about. And he can play on both the left side and the right side. He actually played with Carson Soucy 1 year in Minnesota. So we're getting a veteran. We're getting a guy who can play on any of the three pairings. So think of Ian Cole basically replacing Luke Schenn. That's the way I look at it. They don't play exactly the same, but Ian Cole, like listen to his penalty minutes. He had one season 115 penalty minutes. The last 2 years he had 83 penalty minutes and then 61 penalty minutes. So he's not afraid to take penalties. He's not afraid to stand up for his teammates. And he's got decent offensive ability. He can score. Well, he does get a lot of goals, like 1, 2, and 3 in the last 3 seasons. But he can rack up the assists. In fact, he had 17 assists 2 seasons ago and 14 assists last year. And I think he was playing a third pairing role for Tampa last year. So does he play on the first pairing with Quinn Hughes? That might seem like a step up a little bit. But at the same time, like I said, if they might be looking at him to fill the Luke Schenn role. So Ian Cole signed for 1 year and 34 years old and expected to make our defense a lot tougher to play against. You might say it's Carson Soucy. Now, Carson Soucy, also a defenseman, even bigger than Cole. He's 6'5", 208. That's what he's listed. Remember, Ian Cole was listed at 6'1", 225. So Ian Cole's a lot heavier. Carson Soucy's a lot taller. Now, Soucy did get a 3-year contract. Now, he was the third pairing guy for Seattle last year, but he's also 5 years younger than Ian Cole at 29 years old. So Soucy played 3 years in Minnesota. One of those was with Ian Cole, and the last 2 years in Seattle. His production a bit better than Cole's. His last 3 years being 17 points, 21 points, 16 points. In fact, he had 10 goals in only 64 games in Seattle's first season. He also not afraid to take some penalty minutes, 51, 47, and 68 in his last 3 seasons. And he's also very tough to play against. He's going to make the team tougher on defense. He's going to make the team a better penalty killing team. So he's a good penalty killer. That's 2 now. 2 times I've said that. And overall, because he's younger, he's got a lot of potential. That's why the Canucks signed him to a 3-year contract as opposed to a 1-year contract. So maybe it's Carson Soucy that you're thinking about. He's going to have the biggest impact this year, and you want him to because he has 2 more years after this. Still not a problematic contract. I like the way that Rutherford and Alvin have been signing contracts. Nothing too crazy, nothing like Tyler Myers-esque under this regime. And there are some that think it's going to, and I've said this, that the pairings might shake out as to be Hughes, Cole, Soucy, Hronek, and then one of Hirose Wolanin with Myers while he's here. I have heard people that say that why not keep Noah Juleson with Hughes and then you put Cole on the left side. So you could go Hughes, Juleson, Soucy, Hronek, and then Cole, Myers. So Cole comes down to a third pairing guy on the left side with Myers as opposed to a first pairing guy on the right side with Hughes. But then are you comfortable with Noah Juleson getting that much time? So far we've done Ian Cole, 34 years old, 1-year contract. Carson Soucy, 29 years old, 3-year contract. So let's talk about the 2 forwards now. The first one is the most recent one, and that's Pius Suter, the guy that I wanted all along. You guys know that. I'm not the only one, but I was one of his most vocal proponents. 27 years old, and they signed Suter to a 2-year contract. Very affordable. I think it's 1.6, if I'm not mistaken, per season. So very, very good. And despite being 27 years old, he's 5'11", 179, so he's not the biggest guy ever. But he's only played 3 years in the NHL because he went undrafted to the Blackhawks. Now, the Blackhawks, Lucas, I will get to your donation in a bit. Thank you, Lucas. Because of... No, you know what? I better... It's a big donation. I'm going to recognize it right now. The legendary Lucas Gates comes through with a massive $20 donation. Let's give Lucas some love. Says, since we're on a bit of a dono hype train, I'll add this in. If anyone's going to the Drake concert tomorrow night, I might be servicing y'all at Van Base if you pre-order online. And Donskoy also retires because of concussion issues. Thank you, Lucas. Have fun at the Drake concert, and thank you for that generous donation. Let's give Lucas some love for sure. That's pretty cool. That is very, very cool. I've seen Lucas doing his thing at the Van Base at the team store for sure. Now, Pius Suter, like I said, 3 years, 1 year in Chicago, did really well. 27 points in 55 games, and then he had 2 years in Detroit because Chicago couldn't afford him. Then he had 36 in 82, and then 24 in 79. So he's about a .4 points per game pace, and that's what you want from a third line center, which is what he was brought in to be. -5, -11, -3 in his 3 seasons. But remember, that was on a Chicago team and 2 Detroit teams that were not very good. What do we like about Pius Suter? They call him a Swiss Army knife. He can kind of do everything, kind of fit anywhere. Power play, penalty kill. I wouldn't say top line, but he can play second line if you need to, if Pettersson or Miller get hurt, God forbid, or maybe they put them together as part of the Lotto line or something. So Suter can play second line center minutes. He can drop down the fourth line, but I expect him to play mostly a third line center. I've watched a lot of his highlights. He's got a good wrist shot, not bad defensively. He's not amazing, but he's not bad defensively, and he's a great penalty killer. Cha-ching! So that's 3 penalty killers now, and the Canucks need his help on the penalty kill. Maybe whether he's part of the first unit or the second unit, whatever it is, can also probably center the second power play unit. So you can see why Suter could be a bit of a Swiss Army knife, a jack of all trades, and he could be a very valuable part of this team. Finally, we have another center, Teddy Blueger. Now, Blueger is signed for only 1 year, and this was the one, he got signed on July 1st, and Suter was signed only 2 weeks ago. So Blueger was the one who we thought was going to be our third line center, but with the signing of Suter, he gets dropped down to fourth line. Now, where Suter's 27, Blueger is 29, the same age of Carson Soucy, a bit bigger than Suter. He's 6 feet tall, 185 pounds, but we're not expecting massive offense from Teddy Blueger. He did 5 years in Pittsburgh, 1 year in Vegas, and his point totals throughout his career: 10, 22, 22, 28, 10, and 6. Last year was a combination. I should learn how to read. Last year was a combination of Pittsburgh and Vegas, so it was a combined 16 points last year in 63 games. Only 4 goals though. So I don't think we can expect 10 or 12 or 15 goals from Blueger. If he gets 5 to 10 throughout the season, that's great as a fourth line center. He's hard to play against too. He's not afraid to play really good defense, to sacrifice offense. He's going to be reliable. He's got generally decent plus minus stats, and he's, guess what, a good penalty killer. Ching, cha-ching, ding-a-ling. So that's 4 guys now that I've talked about. All 4 assets of theirs, they can help the league, our team's horrible, almost record-setting in a futility standpoint, penalty kill. So that is Teddy Blueger. Off the top of my head, I don't think he might be the least impactful out of the 4, but that's fine. You just need him to play shutdown minutes. You need him not to get outscored by the other fourth line, and to hold his own on the penalty killing side. So in a second, I'm going to give you a chance to talk to me about Cole, Soucy, Suter, or Blueger. But I'm going to throw one other name in there, and it's kind of cheating, but it's not, because Filip Hronek was acquired last year before the trade deadline, but he only got to play 4 games for the Canucks, and then they shut him down with shoulder surgery. Now, Hronek is probably the most talented out of all the guys that I've mentioned. He's only 25 years old, so he has the most upside too, 6 feet, 190, and he played his entire career in Detroit. His points as a defenseman, 23, 31, 26, 38, and then last year, 38 with Detroit and 1 assist when he was with Vancouver. So he technically had 39 points last season. Horrible plus minus numbers, but that's what you get for playing with Detroit. And not afraid to take some penalties as well, usually about 30 to 40 penalty minutes. But Hronek is a really good skater. He's got really great offensive upside. And so, we're not going to include him in our discussion because I think, well, I don't know about you, I would pick Hronek for sure because I think he's the most skilled of all 5 guys. By the way, he can help with the penalty kill. Cha-ching, ta-ding, ding-a-ling. So he'll help with the penalty kill. But I think, technically it wasn't an off-season acquisition, and I think he's going to be outstanding. So for the purposes of our argument, we won't include him. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he would run away with it. So I'm asking you, between Ian Cole, 1 year, Carson Soucy, 3 years, Pius Suter, 2 years, and Teddy Blueger, 1 year, 2 forwards, 2 defensemen, which of those players is going to have the biggest impact on the Vancouver Canucks this upcoming season? If I had to pick one really quickly, I'll pick Suter. I think Suter definitely more than Bluger. I think Cole is going to hold his own and be, and I think Susie is going to be a little bit up and down as he gets more responsibility with the Canucks over what he had with Seattle. But I think that Pius Suter is going to make a big difference on the penalty kill, shoring up our third line, and then maybe put some goals in on the second power play unit. But obviously, I want all 4 players to play well for the Canucks because it would mean a much better season for this team overall. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And for those of you on the live stream, I'll give you a chance to share your piece in about 2 or 3 minutes. Well, you can certainly talk to each other now, but I just won't get to it right away. I saw another donation from another legend come in just as I was wrapping up. So let's recognize Carol's donation. So thank you, legendary Carol Bovenlander, with a huge $20 donation. And Carol says this: "Hi Clay, thank you to you and to everyone in this community for all your prayers for me and my family. God bless you all. What are your thoughts on the season? What is your point prediction?" Carol, thank you for the donation. Let's give Carol some love. I'm definitely saying 95 points. Canucks got to go 42, 29, and 11. That's my prediction. 42, 29, 11. That's 95 points, and that gets them into the playoffs. Once again, Carol, thank you, and let's give Carol some love. I think you guys already did because I was a little bit late getting to her donation, but still appreciate it nonetheless. I think Jason Lim of Van City Experts has snuck in. We had a great dinner last night, a nice catch-up. So it was great to see Jason and great to see him in here as well. It's great to see all of you in here vibing the Incredible Hulk because, I'm so muscular. Yeah, sure. Well, my right leg is. My left leg sure isn't, with my green background and very Ireland-esque, as Ricky said. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. So get ready with your feedback. Cole, Susie, Suter, or Bluger, but give me 2 seconds. Give me a minute. Let me do my mid-show sponsor read first. Shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform, Personal Training and Weight Loss. Check them out at ptforum.com. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of that fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the URL, tinyurl.com/VessiClay. Receive your free pair of socks off of your next Vessi purchase. I know Chad, I'm not sure if he's in the chat tonight. He had a really good experience working with them over the weekend, which is great. So check out tinyurl.com/VessiClay. Also, a mid-show reminder to all of you to subscribe, to like the video, to leave a donation like Lucas and Carol have done, to gift a membership like Carol has done. Use your membership messages, become a member, upgrade your membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. By the way, I was cleaning. Gail and I did a bunch of purging and cleaning. And I can't believe my good friend Dave gave this to me last year. And I never put it up. So as you can see, that is the 6 Hall of Famers for the Canucks, or not Hall of Famers, the 6 players who have their jersey retired: Stan Smeel, Trevor Linden, Pavel Bure, Marcus Naslund, Henrik Sedin, and Daniel Sedin. And my friend Dave was making these and selling these. He gave me one. And now I can't believe I haven't put it up until now, but it looks awesome. I love it. And I'm going to keep it up forever and ever. Friends, let's get to your comments now. Which of those Bang Up Knee? I love this. Lucas, Bang Up Knee sounds like a good album name for a heavy metal rock band. Okay, which player do you think is going to have the biggest impact on the Vancouver Canucks this season? Lucas says, "Hey Clay, maybe your fantasy hockey team should be the Tension Tendons." I like that. Or the Rupturers, the Toronto Ruptures. No, that didn't sound right. I say Cole. Considering his Stanley Cup veteran experience, this team needs a player of his experience, and I think Quinn would really benefit learning from Cole. Great answer, Peter. Great answer. Impact-wise, Mikheyev for me. Okay, thank you, Ricky. I'm talking about I'm talking about new players. But I accept your answer. Mikheyev, for me, if he plays 70-plus games, will be huge. Another good PK guy who's a threat shorthanded. No, I agree. I actually think Hronik as a sort of new acquisition and Mikheyev as a real Mikheyev, I agree. But I'm focused on the 4 new guys. I'm saying Suter will be the most impactful because of his penalty kill ability. Sure, sounds good. It's between Cole and Suter, in my opinion. Big minute shutdown D versus two-way third-line center. Awesome. New, I'd say Hronik, and current PD. Oh, sorry. Taylor, I read that so poorly. New, I'd say Hronik, and current, I'd say PD or Huggy Bear. Yes, we expect PD and Huggy Bear to be our most impactful players for sure. Tyler says Cole, all good. Ruptured Rufflers. That works as a fantasy hockey team name. Okay, that sounds good. Now Tyler says Bluger. Tyler, which one are you picking? Cole or Bluger? Who's going to have the most impact? By the way, there are 67 of you in here, which is awesome. Let's get those likes up to 30 if we can. But yes, keep telling me who is going to have the most impact on the Canucks this season. Of our 4 new guys, of Ian Cole, Carson Soucy, Pius Suter, and Teddy Bluger, and also tell me why. Zao going off the board. My dark horse would be Wu making the team. That is just fine. Doesn't really answer my question, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Quiet. I'm not sure if Jet Wu's going to make this team as much as I like him. Next, former Canucks player going to the Hockey Hall of Fame. I guess Messier's in there already, right? So would it be someone like Hockey Hall of Fame? Yeah, I'm so not smart. Is Matt Sundin in there? I don't know. Someone else tell me. Or no, Sundin must be in there. He retired way before the Sedins, right? So who's a guy that's retired or still playing, that's played for the Canucks that is after the Sedins? That's a good question. I got to think about that one. Fangirl. Now Tyler says Cole, Suter, and Bluger. So he basically named everyone except Soucy. Suter definitely brings something that Canucks don't have much, and that is durability. He has shown that he can be available almost every night, considering Canucks have had injuries. Yes, I brought that up in my vlogs, but I forgot to bring it up today. Suter has played, 82 games 2 seasons ago and 79 of 82 last season. So indeed, very, 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 very durable for sure. Soucy and Suter sounds like they could be impactful. Cole brings Stanley Cup experience. Yeah, so it sounds like Lucas likes almost all of the signings. Kuzmenko will be comfortable with English in North America. He's going to score 50 to 60, plus he's in super shape. He is in super shape. He's getting much more comfortable. 50 to 60, that's a lot, but he's definitely got the talent for it. Jet Wu is Canadian. He's half Chinese, half Caucasian, but he is Canadian. Sundin's in already. Thank you, Lucas. I think it's going to be Cole and Suter. Cole and Suter, because they're better defensemen, and the Lord knows you definitely better defense as well as better penalty kill. Yeah, so I think you meant to say Cole and Soucy then, if you're talking about the 2 defensemen that are going to have the most impact. Lee, that's right. Mogilny's a good one. I know there's always a debate every year as to whether or not Mogilny is going to get in. That is a great answer. Fantasy team name suggestion: Impactful Emo. I like that. I lie. This is a wonderful topic. I think thanks to you and Lucas, you've inspired me. I think that's one thing that we can do before my fantasy draft is. It's a keeper league, so it's the same guys every year. But I can certainly change my name. I've been Mr. Haiku for 15 years now. I should change it this year. For me, it's hard to pick the player that is going to have the most impact, as I've not seen what they can do. I'm hoping that Canucks do not start like they did under Bruce Boudreau. Yes, they need a really good start this season, Shannon, for sure. Hey, Justin, Suter for the PK probably, but again, it can't get worse than last year, so that's already an impact. That is true by definition. Well, yes, they should be fine. And Tyler forgot Soucy, so Tyler likes all 4. With Edler not having a contract, could you see him signing a one-day contract with the Canucks and possibly going to the Ring of Honor that day too? To me, he was probably, between after Hughes, and debatable, him and Olin are probably our best defensemen. But is he as sentimental as Bieksa was? Would it be a feel good story? Well, I guess just like Bieksa went to another team, so did Edler. Yeah, I could see it happening. I'm not sure what the betting odds are, Fangirl, but I could see it happening. That's a great question, actually. Fangirl, would you like to see that happen? The reason I like the signings is because they aren't heavy on the cap, team-friendly contracts overall. I agree with you, Lucas. And the longest one is only 3 years, Susie. Cole, because we got some up-and-coming young D-men like McWard, Hirose. Hughes can only learn a lot from a veteran. Yeah, so that's what I was kind of saying is Cole kind of takes the Luke Chen spot. Good answer, Patrick. For me, it's Susie. He's very good on the PK and he's physical. He can clear the net and is a huge upgrade on OEL. No disrespect to OEL. Yeah, so think of Cole as being our new Shen, and Susie will basically be our new OEL, and then see what happens after that. If the Canucks don't make the playoffs, it will affect my friendship with Canuck Clay. Well, I don't like that. So we need the Canucks to make the playoffs then, for sure. Hronek probably would count as making the biggest impact because I don't really count last year for him since he didn't have much time in the Canucks jersey. Yeah, Justin, I agree with you. But I think if we put him in, I think he runs away, quite frankly, with the vote in a landslide just because of his ceiling is so much greater than the other 4 players. Yeah, I realized after I prepared for the show, I lied that I didn't have Matt Irwin. But I don't think anyone's going to pick him to be the most impactful. We're not even sure where he's going to start the season. Can I ask Alvin on who he thinks was best signing the offseason and if feeling Usi? Hey, Patrick, Peter is wondering who was the best signing of the offseason and if you are feeling Usi. He said he likes all the signings because he's the GM, and he says he is feeling very Usi right now. The Graceful Christmas Lights Installers. Yeah, it does an acronym great. GCLI. Almost sounds like GLCPC, actually. But, okay. I'll think about it, Zal. Thank you. The 5-game road string to start the year. The last 2 years that have put us behind the 8 ball early. Yeah, we got 1 game at home, and then we go away for another 4 or 5 on the road again this year. Thoughts on the Lego Rocks PD Bruins video rumor? I have not seen it, so I can't comment on it. I did not see that video. Now Lucas is asking, Patrick, where's the PD contract extension? He said he can't control PD. He doesn't want to make him upset. He's going to wait until PD is ready to talk. How many Canucks games do you go to per year? Swag, of the 41 home games between different seating areas and giveaways and promos and activations, I'd say I go to between 20 and 22. So I go to about half of the home games, but not always sitting in the same place. Now, everyone's asking Closet Alvin, do you like the name Clay the Keeper Crusher? I like say it's not bad, but I think he thinks you can do a little bit better. Do you think we hear from Alvin prior to Young Stars or just only before training camp? I could see him, if he's especially watching Young Stars, I could see him doing a quick presser up there. Lego admitted to me personally, he uses his videos like he does because it attracts viewers. Lego's not afraid to go with some rumors and stuff. I wouldn't say it's clickbait per se. Depends on your definition of clickbait. I like Lego a lot. I respect his grind. He does do videos that I wouldn't do, but he's also probably more. He knows more, quite frankly, about the league than I do. Not necessarily about the Canucks, but definitely about the league. I like Lego a lot. Interesting that the Canucks' first 2 games are against the league's best power play. Pressure and PK. Yeah, home and home against Edmonton. Let's go, everyone. Joining the Alvin Closet questions trend. Yeah, I might just ask it, though, because it takes double to read it that way and then read it back. So we'll see. But yes, you might have started a crazy trend, Peter, for sure. Let's do 2 or 3 minutes more of hockey. I'll do 5 minutes of Ask Me Anything. And then we'll, excuse me. And then we'll go to My voice is crackling. I'm 13 years old. And then we will go to our game. So 2 or 3 more questions of Canucks and hockey related questions only. Forgot to change the banner. Lego is good. He gets into rumors, but he doesn't try to stir out drama. You know, that's true. That's true. He doesn't. Yeah, no, I think that's a fair thing. He knows his stuff. The guy's bright as heck. And he doesn't make up stuff. He comments on things that other people have brought up, made up, or are reporting on. And that's just fine. Yes, Lego Rocks, it lives probably 5 minutes from me, actually. It's funny. We've never met in person. We've collabed before on each other's channels, but we've never met in person. Oh, no, wrong. I've met him once. I've met him once at a game. No, I have not met him once. I'm thinking about someone else. Sorry. I have not met Lego Rocks yet, but I can't wait to do so. No, I can already tell you that Benning is not hiding in there also because we cleaned out the closet today. Chad, I did not show the arena pictures today. Maybe I'll save that. But yes, Chad posted 2 great pictures of the Rogers Arena scoreboard. Actually, maybe I'll show it real quick because it's worth it. It's really, really cool. And then I did promise Chad that, or he made me promise that if I do show these pictures, that I have to come up with a really, really cheesy joke at the end. And I think, Chad, the one I have prepared, I think you'll be happy. So check it out. This is Chad was in Vancouver, over from the island. He was doing a Rogers Arena tour. Look at the size of that thing. It's basically the size of the lower bowl. So that's taken from the media. You can see media 63. That's taken from the media box, which is, remember, is level 500 above the balcony. So he's got one more picture that he showed, which is just nuts. There it is. That's how big it is. Like, so it is, I know it's perspective, but it does span the size of the lower bowl. And of course, it's not going to stay there because it'd be very hard to see the play. It's going to be raised, but massive stuff. Thank you, Chad, for sharing those. And I'll make sure that the picture, I'm losing it. The joke is to your liking. Oh, he posted a 3rd pic. Okay, sorry, I already shut it down. I'll have to look at it later. Sorry, Chad. Naslund and Morrison are former Canucks not in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Yeah, not sure if they get in. Why does Edmonton have their AHL affiliate in California? Why do the other 6 NHL teams have their affiliates in Canada? Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? It does not make sense at all. I never thought about that, but yes. Boshford was great. I was blessed to meet him a few times. He was awesome. I do not think the Canucks will ever switch to the main skate. Their skate as their main uniforms, but it is going to be their 3rd for a while, I think. No, I don't think Bury would have a tough time in today's NHL because they've cracked down. They've cracked down more on obstruction than in his time. So I actually think he'd do fine, just fine in today's NHL. Yep, I like Lego too. Odd Man Rush, possible interview for the big live stream. And the Canucks fan from England, Connor. I think his name's Connor. Yes, some options for sure. Although I do have a plan already, but thank you. Is Bedard the best under 25 player in the league? No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say Kel McCarr. We got to see what Bedard can do against NHL competition. I want the gobs of cheese. You got it. Barry would still score 60. I agree, or pretty close. Yes, Taylor, it is massive. Thank you, Chad. I'll have to look at that picture later for sure. When I think of the scoreboard at Rogers Arena, I think of Scotiabank's Arena, hard court, on which the Raptors play. Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm going to take your word for it, David, for sure. Legendary Lucas Gates, another donation. I've seen the new scoreboard myself in person as well. It's huge. No lie. 360 degree. Yes, curved edges. So That's pretty cool. Can't wait to see the thing fired up for the first time. That is awesome. I can't wait either. And thank you very much for the donation, legendary Lucas Gates. Huge, says Chad. Do you think Canucks will get more than 95? I think they're going to get 100. Higher up in the division. Yeah, Carol, that would be awesome. But they only had 80, whatever they had last year. So I think to get to 95 will be great. I love your optimism, though. Aren't going to skate full time. Agreed. Who was on the Canucks when you first started watching, Clay? For me, it was Brodeur, Smil, Green, Lupo, Garrett. Yep, same for me. Because I started truly watching in, I'd say, the early 80s, mid 80s. Then then it moved to Tanti and Patrick Sundstrom and those guys, for sure. But yeah, the 82 team. Same as you, Elder. I'm with you. When I think of AHL affiliates of NHL teams located far apart, I have to wonder why they are located. The Oilers one is the furthest away. Yeah, it's weird. They're the Bakersfield Condors? Is that who they are? Do you think the NHL is growing quickly enough? The MLS seems to be catching up. Is there anything you would do to encourage growth? They should aim for 8 goals a game average for more highlights. Yeah, I know offense sells. I think they're going to sell the personality of their players even more. I think they're starting to get there a little bit. But if you're talking about the number of teams, I think they're set on 32 because not all 32 franchises are super healthy. If you're talking about how to grow the game in terms of ratings, exposure, market the players. I was sure to kindly ask before the tour if there were any rules about taking photos, and they said no rules. Thank you, Chad. Who's going to scoring the Canucks' first goal on the season? I'm going Kuzmenko at even strength. There you go, Elder. Me and you. Yes, the Bakersfield Condors. Thank you. If you were an NHL player and had the chance to fight someone, who would you go with? Okay, well, if it was me, how I am right now, I'd want to fight someone like... who should I pick? Because I don't want them to hear that I picked them. I don't know, like someone like Quinn Hughes. I'm not saying that I could beat him up, but I don't think he's much of a fighter. If I was an actual fighter and I could hold my own, I don't know, Ryan Reeves or something would scare me. Tom Wilson. No, I want to get my face kicked in. I'll go Quinn Hughes. All right, friends, let's do rapid fire. 3 minutes of Ask Me Anything, and then we'll get to the games. 3 minutes of Ask Me Anything. Fight Marchand. I like that. I will go back to the early 70s watching the Canucks. That's awesome. That's awesome, Rome. Yes, the presentation team, the game presentation team, I'm sure cannot wait to see what it looks like. Okay, ask me anything. No Canucks or hockey-related questions, except for this one. Do I think Quebec City or Saskatoon or Hamilton will get an NHL team in the next 3 years? In order, Quebec, then Hamilton, then Saskatoon. How has Mickey adjusted to the scooter? He hates it. He hates my cast. He hates my scooter. He's a fraidy dog, not a fraidy cat. He's already afraid of everything, but I don't think he likes it that much. Would you rather hop on your healthy leg or walk around on a handstand? If I could do it, I'd walk around in a handstand because that's quite impressive. And I have been hopping on my healthy leg. I'm in good, well, I thought I was in good shape. And my legs are pretty strong, actually, despite what happened to me. But my right leg does get tired by the end of the day, even pushing on the scooter. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sasha Iakovic? That's cool. Yes, Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt and Bob Barker. Yeah, it was a tough week for Des, for sure. Have a song stuck in my head? Yeah, it's a religious song called All Things, as in God can do all things, and I'm really leaning into that song recently with my injury. Ice cream, caramel or fudge topping? Oh, I don't like either, but if I had to pick one, I'll pick fudge. Choose between having fun at the beach or having a great time exploring another city. Which one would you choose? Ooh, I love beaches, Taylor. I love being lazy. I love tanning this amazing body of mine, but I'm always up for exploring a new city. For sure. For sure. Would love an NBA team back in Vancouver. What do I eat for breakfast in general? I do not eat breakfast, but when I do, either slam some yogurt down, or if I actually have time for breakfast, either cook it or have Gail cook it, or I go out. Pretty standard: bacon and eggs, hash browns and toast. Those 4 things. Yes, Raw will be interesting. Well, they had SmackDown though, where they paid tribute to Funk and Wyatt. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to ask my friend about this. I don't know when I'm Just Here for the Riots is going to come out. I'll follow up. Thank you. I kind of hate Sundays because the work week starts again. How do you motivate yourself for Monday morning? Yeah, Ricky, that's a good point. I actually don't have much time to motivate myself. I post this, go to bed all wired because I usually have so much fun with you guys on these shows. And then I'm up and running or hopping around or limping on Monday morning. My Mondays are very busy at work. So I think I naturally just get ready for the weekend. Monday's a very, very busy day. So I don't look to get motivated. I just happen to be motivated. But, get through Monday and you're already 20% way through your work week. I have seen In the Heights. I really like it. Did I watch Bob Barker on The Price is Right? Yes. Happy Gilmore fight. Yeah, it was very, very funny indeed. Yes, I did watch Price is Right. What inspired you to become parents? Gail and I, we'd been dating for a long time before we got married, and we just felt we were ready to have kids, and we think we've done a good job parenting. Thank you, Raymond. Not perfect, but we've done a good job. We're blessed with some really, really good kids. Yeah, Bob Barker, almost 100 years old. Okay, friends, I will move to the games now. Thank you. Just before I do that, I want to highlight a couple of things just in case you want to bounce now, or as the cool kids say, if you want to dip now. I can't believe I just said that, but I'll show you 2 things really quick just before you go. Don't forget, if you're looking to buy Canucks tickets, and I've sold to many people from this channel already, send me an email, canuckclay@gmail.com, and I'll send you my ticket list. Got 4 seats up top in section 316, 2 seats down below in section 115. So if you want Canucks tickets at a good price, way better than Ticketmaster, send me an email to canuckclay@gmail.com. And then if you're wondering when my shows are going to be this week, we have Canucks After Dark tomorrow night, Parker and me. Not going to stream on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday night, it's members only at 10:30. Members only. And then a general live stream on Thursday. So you can catch me today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tuesday is the only night that I won't be doing a live stream this week. And then I take Friday and Saturday off, as you guys know. Really quickly to wind up here, and then we'll get to the games. Favorite color is black. Does that count as a color? I never went to a Vancouver Voodoo game. You are the last thing you ate. What are you? I'm a grilled cheese sandwich. So I am cheesy, Chad, just for you. What's in your YouTube algorithm? Canuck stuff, wrestling videos, Christian music videos, and basketball, street ball. The next chapter, ball is life. Those are my 4 always. Canucks, wrestling, religious music, and street ball videos. Now, I will get to the games. We always start off with Ordle, which is the silhouette. Now, as always, if you played these games already today, the number 1 rule is do not be a jerk. Do not spoil the games for everyone else. So don't be a jerk. That is the main rule of today. Who is this? Who is this? Who could this be? I comes in first with Corey Perry. So we can glean a few things. We actually got Central Division, which is great, and not Canadian. So I'll take a Central Division player who's not Canadian. Makar fits that, although Makar is right-handed, but I think we can nail it down a little bit. Oh, very good. Very good. So, yeah, even though I picked a right-handed Canadian, which was wrong, we already eliminated that. We actually got Colorado, which is great. And we know it's not a right winger defenseman. So I'm looking for a center, a left winger, or a goalie from Colorado who's not from Canada, who's older than 24 years old, and who shoots left. So Nichushkin. Actually, not a bad guess, although he's a right wing, because he does shoot left, and he matched all the rest of the criteria except for the height. Devin Taves is defenseman, so I can't see him. I guess Rantanen's a good guess because we're gonna get it for sure, you guys, because we got the team. Okay. So not Finland, not Finnish, but 26 years old. I think Landeskog's too old than 26, right? He's not Canadian, Russian, or Finland. He's left-handed, 26-year-old, Colorado. Either center, left winger, or goalie. Center, left winger, or goalie. Isn't Burakovsky Russian? What U.S. players play for Colorado? Okay. So we got a couple guesses for Georgiev. Oh, okay. He is Russian. But we got, okay, we still have 3 more guesses. I know we're going to get it, but now I'm looking for a forward, either a left winger or a center who's 26 years old, who's not any of these nationalities. So we need someone. Ricky quietly sneaks in with the Ross Colton, who is American. Boom. Ricky saves the day. Ricky saves the day. Ross Colton just signed from the Tampa Bay Lightning, a center, 26 years old, from the States, left shot, 6 foot. Good job. Good job, Ricky. You saved our butts. We now move to Gordel and 7-letter name. You know, no, Colton's only 6. I'm trying to see if there are any guys that we guessed in the last round that I could use as a starting point. No, every guy we said had at least. So I'm going to start us off because, why do I always say Matthews? Because Matthews has 8. Someone start us off. I like to eliminate a lot of. Yeah, I like Stamkos as a guess. Because what the heck? I do like Stamkos because it has like 2 common letters in the S and the T, and it's got the A and the O, but no, we only have an O. Toffoli, I'm not going to use Toffoli now because I've already tried O and the T. I need a name that's got an E or an I in it. We got to get some more vowels out of the way. What's a name that has an E and an I or an E and an U? Patrick Pearson's not bad, but I want to get a name with more vowels in it. At least 2 of E, I, or U. At least 2 of E, I, or U. Although, actually, I don't mind Pearson. I actually am going to do Pearson because it eliminates the P, the R, and the S, which we haven't used yet. Okay, not bad. We know that the R is in the right place, and we know that there's an E and there's an O. I think we can do one more to eliminate some letters, and I actually don't mind Lemieux from a standpoint of getting the U and the L out there. The X probably isn't going to do much for us. Now we got to get to work. We know that there's an R here. We know that there's a U here. And we know that the vowels are an O and an E somewhere. There's no A. There's no A. There's no I. And we have the U already. Now it gets very tricky, you guys. Although I think we can work with the U in the last, second to last letter. Because what would be after a U? Would it be a Y? Would it be an E? See what I mean? Like whatever we put, blah, 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 blah. Well, technically, it's not blah, 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 blah. Because we know there's an R there. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was saying that we have the E and O, and then I remember the U. No problem, Dave. Thanks for being here. Yeah, that U in the second and last letter, I'm trying to think of what would go after that U. Is it a Y? Is it an E? Is it a C? Bolduc? No. Alexander Bolduc? This is tough. This is tough. Should I eliminate more letters, guys, and then we just make like a home run hit? Because you guys are pretty smart. I wonder if I pick a name that has a C and H. Charu. Yeah, thank you, Fangirl. Ham use, so we've used every letter except the H, so I don't think that's a good one. Because we've already used the A, the M, the I, the U, and the S. So I'd rather pick another name that has an H. Yeah, I agree with you, Wen. I think there's a Y. But I wouldn't mind doing another name that has a bunch of these letters in it just so we can eliminate. You know, I don't mind Chelios, actually, Taylor, because then at least we get the C and the H out there. But if there's another name, I want to try and get the Y out there as well into our guess. But if I do Iserman, man, this is tough. This is tough, you guys. It's already 11:30, and we still have 2 more games to play. I don't know. I could do Iserman to get the Y and the Z out there, or the Z, but I'd rather pick another name that has a Y in it. That's not Iserman. Why is this so hard, you guys? Why is this so hard? Or I do Chelios, just try the C and the H. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, bad idea. Well, at least we eliminated the C and the H. But that didn't get us anywhere closer. Quincy now would only get rid of the Q for us. Yeah, actually, Taylor Jaskrin actually messaged me and said that he couldn't come tonight. Oh, by the way, I meant to mention this off the top. For those of you that have been here for a long time, you might remember one of my original heroes. So before I had Legend, I had a hero tier, and it was $50 a month. And there was a guy named Nux fan number 29, Robert Rosenberg. And unfortunately, Robert passed away late last week. He was 55 years old. And he was one of the original members on here, if you remember, Nux fan 29. and then he got really sick, unfortunately. And then I was blessed to have a conversation with him last week. He texted me out of the blue saying he could use a prayer. So I said, "What's up?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't want to text it to you. Can you give me a call?" So we had a nice 15-minute conversation last Wednesday. And then he passed away on Thursday of last week. So rest in peace to Robert, also known as Nucks fan number 29. And Rome, you remember? Yeah, and if you do remember Nucks fan 29, maybe just put it in the chat. I know we're right in the middle of a game, but I meant to say this right at the start of the stream, and maybe I'll do it again on Thursday night. I'll dedicate Thursday night stream to Robert for sure. I've never met him in person, but we had some really good conversations, and it was really sad. So if you guys do remember Nucks fan number 29, or Nucks fan 29, yeah, indeed, it's a very sad night for sure. And a lot of us remembered him, and those of us that were the highest tier level, you also remember that he joined the Zoom chats as well. Yes. So thank you everyone for your kind thoughts. We will dedicate Thursday's night show to him. I meant to do it tonight, but we'll do it on Thursday. All right, friends, are we going to take an L on this one? I don't know who else it could be. Oh, man. Taylor Radish gets the D and the Y out. All right, let's do it. And then we're just going to hit a home run at the end. Nope. Okay, friends. We have to... Is this going to be the first time that we lose Gordle? Marlowe. Hey, Kempner. Nice to see you. Hope you had a good trip in Victoria. Kempner, look at this real quick and see if you can save us. It's our last bet. We have an R in the middle. We have a U in the second to last letter. And then we know there's an E and an O somewhere. And that's all we know. Ooh, we're going to lose. We are going to lose. We are going to lose. Swag, I don't even know who that guy is, but there's no U. I mean, there's no X. You guys work with me. It's not for sure, but would you agree that the second letter might be the O because it's a vowel? So, oh man, this is tough. Oh. Does that fit? You guys... That is what you call Game 7 overtime. Wow. Swag. Evil Twin. Wuhan. Kempner. Carol. That is awesome. Just before I go to Wordle, you guys, because I want to bask in this for a minute. For those of you that got it, like without seeing other people. So whether it's Swag, Evil Twin, Wuhan, Kempner, Ricky, whoever got it. Actually, I don't think. Oh shoot! I just missed it. Stock Talk with Jay. Hey, Stock Talk with Jay. I think you were the first one who said it. I missed that. What was the key for you? Yeah, I guess Jay, Stock Talk with Jay. I've never seen that name before, but it sounds good to me. That's awesome. What was the key? Because that was looking pretty sad. You know, I think, oh, that's fascinating because there's a double U. Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, I'm impressed. You guys never fail to impress me. Let's go to Wordle. Yeah, no, Swag, great point. Great point. Hopefully this one we won't take all six tries. Carol says because an old player. Okay, Fangirl comes with the audio. Let's do it. Yeah, Kempner, I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Not a lot of vowels that we got right. Well, we got the A. Gosh, all you guys like audio. So I'll do the next one. I'm going snare. Okay, I got the A and the E. So I'll take the next word guess that has an A and the third and E in the last. That's your space would have worked, Fangirl, but we know that the S doesn't work. Crane does not work because I used the N and the R already. Chart, no, I want. Ooh, grape. No, can't use grape because of the R, but we can use flame. Not a bad guess at all because these three letters were ones that we did not use. So you need a couple more guesses. Then next I see that works is indeed trace. That works. Ooh, okay, good. Nice guess, Taylor. Gets us the C. So it's something ACE. Something ACE. Can't be place, you guys, because we've used the L, but it can be peace. And it is peace. I am in a place of peace with no trace of flame. So thank you. See what I did there? Or grace. Great job. Great job, you guys. And we will end off with Worldle. I don't think I've said that right. No need to apologize, Harry. Glad you're here. Oh my gosh, what is this? It looks like a girl flying with her face kind of being blasted back. If you kind of follow what I'm saying. Like here's her hair going in the wind. There's her face, there's her nose, and those are her arms. So it's kind of like this. Anyways. Well, Harry, the whole stream is important, Harry. We had already a bunch of... Oh, you guys, this is going to be too easy. So Croatia is correct. Let's go with neighboring countries. Now, remember, for neighboring countries, I need at least two of the same. Two of the same for neighboring countries. Let's go. So we got Hungary. We got Serbia. We got a Slovenia. We got a Serbia. So I see 2 Serbias at least. Let's do that. That is correct. Good job. We have another Hungary. So we got that. Good job. We've got Serbia and Hungary already. A lot of Serbias in there. Romania, Greece, Romania, Serbia. No, we got Serbia. Okay, that's another one for Bosnia. Nice job, you guys. Now we got an Albania, Bosnia. We got Bosnia already, you guys. We got Bosnia, ink splotch, Albania, Serbia, Montenegro, Slovenia. Oh, wait. I see 2 for Slovenia. Oh, you guys are so good. Just need one more. Albania, Bosnia. Go, Canuck Gus. We already passed that. No problem. Bosnia. Thank you, Shannon. We already got Bosnia. Kosovo. We got an Albania. We got a Kosovo. Wolf Girl is back. We got to celebrate this, you guys. Wolf Girl is back. That is awesome. Wolf Girl, we missed you. So happy to have you back. I think you did tell us that you were going to be away for a little bit, but we are so happy to have you back just in time too, because the Wednesday night is my next members live stream. So welcome back, Wolf Girl. Okay, we got a few from Montenegro. Oh, 5 for 5. Yes, Tyler, it was Nux fan number 29. Nux fan 29 named Robert, one of their original members. No, Wolf Girl, so good to have you back. Thank you. What's the capital of Croatia? Also known as Lady Baby Girl being blown away violently in the wind, as I mentioned. What is the the capital of Croatia? And don't cheat, but I don't think you guys are cheating tonight because you guys are pretty quick. Zagreb. Never heard of it, but I'm going to... Obviously, I'm going to take your word for it. Very good. Okay, I know this one, but I'll leave it to you. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Type it in. Isn't 8 the papal flag? Type it in to the chat, which one you think it is. Yeah, everyone's saying 3. Let's go with that. Very good. Even I knew that one. Finally, 2 more. Population. This is not a chat. This is a poll. So you have 30 seconds to type in the population of Croatia. Is it 1 to 3 million? Is it 3 to 6 million? Is it 6 to 10 million? Or is it 10 to 20 million? Put it in the chat. While we're doing that, we welcome back Wolf Girl with open arms. Back and much better. Great to see you all. Much love. That's awesome. So happy to have you back. Also, Duffman's a new member tonight because of the generosity of Carol. Thank you, Carol. Also, some big donations tonight. Thank you, guys. No, there's no redo, Harry. You're just going to have to hope that 2 people guess what you wanted to guess to make up for it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, the end of the poll, according to you guys, is... Just give me a sec. Just doing something real quick. Okay. Whoa, it's a tie. 41% said B, 41% C. 41%. Croatia. I'm flipping a coin. Potluck Eatery side up is B. Potluck Eatery side down is C. B it is. Oh, we got it. We got it. We are so smart. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's too bad, Taylor. You don't want to upgrade your membership yourself. No, there's no pressure though. And finally, last one, you guys. And then we went perfect tonight. What is the currency of Croatia? And again, we'll do this by poll, not by chat. You can type it in the chat, but we won't count it. So you got 30 seconds. Is the currency of Croatia the euro, the dinar, the kwanza, or the peso? Again, is it euro, dinar, kwanza, or peso? What do we got? What do we got? Remember, vote in the poll, not type it in the chat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Survey says 70% of you saying A, euro. And we got it right. Great job. Croatia, officially the Republic of Croatia, is a country located in Southeast Europe and Central Europe. Its coast lies entirely on the Adriatic Sea. It borders Slovenia to the northwest, Hungary to the northeast, Serbia to the east, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Montenegro to the southeast, and shares a maritime border with Italy to the west and southwest. Its capital and largest city, Zagreb, forms one of the country's primary subdivisions with 20 counties. The country spans 56,594 square kilometers and has a population of nearly 3.9 million. And there we go. We aced. No, we didn't ace. Actually, tonight was a couple struggles, but there was exciting struggles. We took 5 guesses to get Ordle, who was Ross Colton. We used all our guesses to get Ray Bork. We used most of our guesses to get Place or Peace, whatever it was. Was it Peace? Place. I can't remember which one it was. And then we basically ran the table with Croatia pretty darn easily. Yeah, Croatia does sound like a nice place. And I saw someone's dog passed away, which is very sad. And as I mentioned, those of you who know, remember Nucks fan number 29, Nucks fan 29, Robert. He passed away last week, as I mentioned, and I'll share some more words about him on Thursday's stream. It was peace. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, my friends, we are at the end of this 1 hour and 20-minute stream. Poor Gail is waiting for me because I basically have to crawl up the stairs and she brings my scooter up for me. She's waiting for me, so I should probably wrap it up pretty darn soon. Moderators, thank you for doing what you needed to do. Always taking care of business. Always keeping this place a really safe space. Legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, thanks for your support. Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks to all of you as well. Tonight, Lucas dropped a massive $20 donation. Carol dropped a massive $20 donation. Lucas did a $5 donation. Then also Lucas and Shannon used their membership messages, and Carol gifted a membership that went to Duffman, and Wolf Girl on her own joined as a member as well. Thanks to everyone for your generosity, for helping helping with all of those things. Also want to, no Puck Doku, where it's too late, and those games took longer than I expected. And I'm not sure if Puck Doku is the best one to play on these streams, quite frankly. So thank you everyone for your generosity that way. On your way out, you can, as always, subscribe. You can like the video. You can leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership, gift a membership. If you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And I thank my two big sponsors, Vancity Experts Real Estate and Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. As it's scrolling across, remember, if you want to buy Canucks tickets, send me an email to canuckclay@gmail.com, and I'll send you my ticket list. And don't forget my shows this week. Me and Parker tomorrow night, Canucks After Dark at 10. Members live stream Wednesday night at 10:30. General live stream Thursday night at 10:30. I'm starting my next master's course tomorrow, course number 11 out of 12, so I can see the finish line, which is pretty exciting. And Chad, thank you for allowing me to share your pictures of the ginormous Rogers Arena scoreboard coming soon to an arena near you for the start of the season. My friends, you guys are awesome, and get ready, Chad, just for you. Get ready for a fun and silly and very cheesy dad joke. So as always, thanks everyone for being here. Always appreciate you. Never ever take you for granted. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Earlier today, I told Gail, my lovely wife, that she drew her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.